So just so you know, I can hear the cats already playing in the hallway, so if you can hear them like scrambling around and playing, just ignore them. Hello everyone and welcome to Kimmy's Show. And so if you're new here, I do Disney themed videos. So last one I did was actually my small business challenge one, so if you've not seen that, please go check that out. And today is a high street haul. So I've got stuff from Primark, I've got some stuff from TK Maxx, I've got some stuff from Asda. So yeah, let's just get into this. So if you've been watching my vlogs, you would know that some of this stuff I'd already vlogged about. I think once this video goes up, I think we would have come back from Italy, so that vlog should be up, or it would be up after this one. So but in my previous one before that, I actually vlogged about some of the stuff. So like I said, so just in case you ever want to see stuff like behind the scenes or stuff before I actually do these videos, because if you didn't know, I have to film these videos sometimes back to back. So when I actually get these items, I vlog about it, but then I can't film it for sometimes even a month later. Like some of this Primark stuff I've easily had for about 3, maybe 4 weeks, but I had actually already mentioned it in my in my vlogs, and little Cookie has joined the chat. But like I said, yes, so I've got some Primark stuff, TK Maxx stuff, and some Asda stuff. So I'm just going to go through the Primark stuff first. So like I said, so if you had seen my vlogs, so some of the stuff you might already have seen. So for example, this one here, I don't need another bag, especially if you saw my last video, you know that I'd actually got as one specially made, so I don't actually need another bag, but I couldn't resist. The reason why I couldn't resist is because it was actually reduced down. So this was originally £12, reduced down to £6, and like I said, I couldn't resist the fact that it actually came with a little purse as well, which I have no use for. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I don't know, I was about to say, because I don't actually use stuff like this, because I find stuff like this is too small for me to use it for anything. So I'm not actually 100% sure. I might just give it to charity, because if you know me, sometimes when I say, for example, get my mystery minis, if there's characters that I get duplicates of, I obviously just give them to charity. But I couldn't resist this one just on the basis that it's quite long as well, because if you know, my phone is quite a fat phone, so I find it difficult sometimes for bags to fit in them. So this one's obviously quite nice to obviously fit in my phone. But one thing I liked about it as well, it also had like a front bit as well. But like I said, I can't resist for £6, and it's quite a neutral colour as well, so it's quite nice. It goes with most things, because the ones I've got at the moment, I've got a black one and I've got a white one, so something it's quite nice, the fact that it's more of a creamy colour. Right, so the next thing I got was actually this one here. Now I already have this, so when I actually bought this, it was actually from the Bournemouth store. I noticed that they do different things in different stores. At the moment I'm on hunt for some Halloween stuff. They don't tend to have that much in the stores I go to at the moment, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks they will actually have some. But this is actually a cotton storage. Now like I said, I already have this, which I've actually got some of my, I think I've got some of my like the liquid eyeshadows in, so the ones that obviously the glitter ones and the eyeliner type ones. I've actually already got this. I know I've said this before, Stitch is not my favourite character. They do a lot of Stitch stuff, which I do tend to buy a lot of Stitch stuff, but yeah, I couldn't resist. No, it's £3.50 down to £2. I know I find something to use it for. Like I said, it's just nice to have storage. I'm one of those I'll buy it now, think what to do with it later, so I end up with loads of stuff and I'm thinking I don't actually know what to do with it. So stuff like that will come in handy, like maybe certain times of the year, that kind of thing. So next one I got, again I already have these, but I couldn't resist because they were reduced. So these were originally £2, reduced down to £1, and they're actually makeup sponges. Like I said, I already have these ones. I've already got some Stitch ones as well. Always comes in handy, especially like with me, I wear a lot of colours, a lot of glitters, so sometimes stuff like this comes in handy for use and stuff like that. One thing I liked about it, because I tend to use the bottom one the most, because it's actually got a flat surface, whereas the top one is just rounded. So I find this one is better for putting my makeup on, because being a flat surface, I find that actually bounce better on my skin. But it does also come in handy to have that one as well. But again, I couldn't resist £1, and it's Disney. Like, it's one of those things that I'm a sucker when it comes to having like practical stuff, so stuff I use all the time that just happens to be Disney. So I actually have to my friend Sandra to thank for this. So apologies to Sandra, the fact that obviously it's taken me so long to get around to doing this video, but I did actually vlog about it at the time. So she actually got me 2 things. So she got me this little bag here and this hair towel as well. So I go for the bag first. So this one is really cool because obviously you can actually have 2 bags in there. I like the fact that it's very like sleek looking. Like, it's not, obviously it's Disney, so it's kind of like got that like embedded print on there of Mickey Mouse. So you can obviously Mickey Mouse is on there, but obviously on this one it's completely plain, and obviously it's nothing on the bag. Now this comes in handy. I'm not sure if I'm going to take this with me when I go to Italy, because like I said, because I'm filming this video before I go, so I don't actually know at the moment, but something might come in handy if I put like my toiletries, that kind of thing, because we're only taking carry-on, we're not taking like a suitcase or anything, so we're only taking like carry-on luggage. So I'm not sure at the moment how much space I've got, or obviously like what I'm going to need. So at the moment I don't know if I'm going to use this, but this always comes in handy like around the house or traveling, like, you know, just in general. And the fact that it's obviously got a smaller one to go with it as well. But yeah, like I said, I want to say thank you to Sandra for getting me that, and she also got me this one as well, which, funny story, I almost bought this. So I do actually have a few of these, but sometimes obviously with my hair being wet, it takes a while for it to dry before I want to use it again. So it actually comes in handy to have more than one, or save one's in the wash, that kind of thing. So this is actually a Mickey Mouse one, but I like to be good to my hair. I like to obviously let it dry naturally. So for me personally, it's kind of good to have something like this, so it can obviously dry a bit better without obviously using like a hairdryer. And it's good if I'm doing like my skincare routine or whatever, it kind of keeps my hair out of my face. So yeah, so again, I just want to say thank you to Sandra for that. So nothing I got was actually this one here, which is a little bag. So I did actually used to have a Simba one of these, but oh, the zip actually broke on it. So I've actually got this one, which is quite good because obviously it opens out. It does actually have Stitch and Angel on there. Again, it's kind of subtle, so it's kind of nice the fact that it's not over the top Disney. The fact that obviously it's just like a drawing on there, it's not like coloured or anything, so it's not like in your face. But I just think stuff like this is kind of cool just to have, like, you know, as like a lunchbox, that kind of thing. Or not lunchbox, but like lunch bag. Or to like put your makeup in there, or just storage, that kind of thing. Again, I'm a sucker for storage. I see stuff like this and I'm just like, I want it, but I don't know what I'm going to use it for. So the last couple of things from Primark before I go on to the other ones are phone accessories. I really want to use this one, but I don't think I'll be able to fit it on my phone, because it's one of those phone charms that you need something to attach to, and there's nothing on my phone case. But I just absolutely love this, even though it's stitched, but I absolutely love this. So this was £2. Like I said, it's like, I think it's just the colourings on it, and I just think it's so pretty, you know, because it's got like a little stitch on there. Obviously it does say the word stitch on there as well. I suppose I could put it on my bag, because it's obviously got a phone charm, but it says add to phone, clutch, to carry bag or accessories bag and cases. So I guess I can use it on other things, because like I said, because the phone that I've got, the actual case itself has nothing for me to actually attach it to, but I just bought it anyway because I was like, I can't resist. And then another phone charm which I can't use, but again, it was just really cute to have. So this was only £1, and this was a Minnie Mouse one. So I did actually see other ones, so that might be in a future video for you guys. So I think they had like a Marie one as well. Again, I don't know if I can use this one, but again, it was just kind of cute to have. But I guess, like I said, I could actually use it on other stuff, so I can obviously use it on my bag and things like that. So you don't necessarily have to use them on your phone. It's just the fact that obviously I couldn't resist, especially being £1, the fact that it was Minnie Mouse. Right, so that was it from the Primark ones. So the next one, we went to TK Maxx. So we actually went to TK Maxx twice. We went to 2 different ones. So the first one we went to, I didn't see any Disney stuff. So we actually did buy some other Halloween stuff. So again, I did actually vlog about it. And then we went to another one because we actually went to the cinema. And while we were waiting for the cinema, we had like about an hour or something. So we thought, oh, let's go to TK Maxx again, look at Halloween stuff. And then I saw some Disney ones there, and I was just like, okay, I have to get these. They were a little bit more than I wanted to buy. So they were, let me just double check, yeah, they were all $10.99, but I couldn't resist. I was like, okay, it's one of those things that you don't see a lot of Halloween Disney. Though they were $10.99 and you only get 2 tea towels, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm only going to get them out like, what, once a year for like a couple of weeks, but I just couldn't resist. So the first one is actually this one here. So like I said, it's 2 tea towels, so this one you've actually got the same in there, so I will actually open them out. This one has all like Mickey and Minnie Mouse on there, so obviously it has Minnie Mouse as a witch, and then it's got obviously Mickey as a pumpkin as well. So I just thought that was really nice to have. Again, I like stuff like this around the house. If you know me, I'm a sucker when it comes to seasonal stuff and Disney. So the next one I got was this one here, which I actually saw this like design, I think it was more last year. Like Primark did a lot of stuff like this, and I know they did like bedding and things like that, but I'm not a big fan of this particular design. But again, I couldn't resist, knowing the fact that I don't have a lot of Halloween Disney, that's why I had to get it. So, oh, So it's actually this here. So again, it's Minnie Mouse as a witch. So, and obviously you've got Mickey Mouse there as well. Things like this obviously will just go in the kitchen. I might put stuff like this around the house if I can, but most of this will actually just go in the kitchen, because even though we only use one or two tea towels at a time, I actually have them hung up around the kitchen. So same as at Christmas, I actually have Christmas ones as well. It's just nice to have. I might put say one or two in the bathroom, because again, I think these are the only tea towels I've got, so it would be nice to have them in the bathroom. And then the last one I got was actually a Nightmare Before Christmas one. So this one I just thought was really good, because obviously again I don't have a lot of nightmare stuff. It's very subtle as well, so obviously it's an orange tea towel, but just the fact it's actually got like Jack on the bottom there as well. So I just thought something like this, again, I can maybe put like in the bathroom, or you know, again in the kitchen. Right, so the last place we went to was Asda. So fun fact, I actually went to Asda this morning because I actually had to go to the post office to get something which was in not my last video, not in my last video, the video before, so my Tokyo Kawaii subscription. I actually had to go to the post office to get that, and where the post office is, it's right next to Asda. And obviously I'm filming these videos way in advance, but we're actually going to Italy in a couple of days, but we wanted some food in just to kind of survive for the next couple of days, and obviously we do a big shop when we get back. So obviously we went to Asda, so we did actually end up buying some more. So I already had some stuff ready for this video, and then I ended up buying some more. So the first thing I got, which Ruben actually found me, was this bowl here. So this is actually a Disney villains one, which I thought was really cool to have. So it's actually got Scar, Maleficent, the Queen from Snow White, Ursula, and Cruella de Vil. Now one thing I really wanted this one is just because obviously it had Scar on it. Like, again, if you know me, Scar is one of my favourite Disney villains, because Lion King's my favourite film, voiced by my favourite actor and drawn by my favourite artist. So I really like it when obviously they include Scar, because normally when it comes to the villains, it's normally the females that they tend to do. They don't tend to do a lot of the men on there. So for example, they don't tend to do a lot of say like Gaston and things like that. So it is nice when obviously you get Scar on there as well. Like this one will probably end up being like a Halloween bowl, so I'll probably end up obviously putting like sweets or something there. Like if you know me, I like to have like where the sofa is, we have some sweets and stuff like that there, so I might end up actually using this to actually like for storage rather than a cereal bowl. But yeah, like Ruben actually found me this because I was trying to actually find something else which I still haven't got, so hopefully I can get that in the next couple of weeks for you guys. So I was actually looking for something else, and then Ruben just saw it in the corner of his eye and was like, oh, would you like this? Couldn't resist, don't need it. I know it's a children's book, but I just could not resist on the basis that it actually has like a little bracelet in there, so that's the main reason. I don't think these ears are going to fit me. I think my head is too big for these, because obviously it's for a children's thing, and it does have a little keyring as well. So this was a little Lion King book. It was $4.99, so a bit more than I wanted to spend, but in the next one actually shows it's got Encanto, so I don't know when this is out. Maybe I've missed it, or I don't know, it doesn't actually have a date as to when it's out, but yeah, so hopefully I can try and get that, because obviously again it's got like scrunchies in it. If you know me, I love my scrunchies, like if you didn't see my last video, just FYI. But the fact that I don't have a lot of Encanto stuff as well, so yeah, that's one reason I want to try and get that. But it just says on sale soon, it doesn't actually say when, so I don't know whether these come out monthly or anything. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I was just like, I purposely mainly got this just because the accessories. Now I already have this. I now got a stitch version, but then I bought this one again because I've noticed that they only last maybe a couple months, and then obviously the picture starts coming off. So I did actually talk about this in my last high street haul, which is a bath mat. So like I said, so I actually already had this one, which is a Mickey and Minnie Mouse one. I do currently now have a stitched one, but eventually like the picture is actually going to come off, so then I bought this one to replace the stitched one. So this was only £6, so I thought it wasn't too bad. I didn't see any other characters, so when I went and obviously saw this one, I didn't see the stitched one, but I think if I remember rightly, the stitched one I actually bought, because I did actually do an online order, so I can't remember if the stitched one was in that order or whether I did happen to see it in store. But yeah, things like this always come in handy to have. Again, I say this in all my videos that I love it when Disney do everyday items that I know I'm gonna need or want, and they just happen to have Disney on it. So for me, like, I love stuff like this. So yeah, I'll just keep hold of this, like I said, because obviously I only just like literally like 2 weeks ago put the stitch one down, so obviously that's good for a couple months. And then obviously when that one starts to either get like a bit old or a bit like tarnished, that kind of thing, I can then replace it with that. So I don't need any more mugs, but I couldn't resist getting this one. So this one obviously is Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Now the reason why I got this one, it has a hair on it, is because if you know me, I like to have my teas, but I actually have a tea infuser. And one thing I love about the teas that I get, which obviously Reuben kind of got me, was the fact that they got like different colours. So I've actually got this like a berry type one, and when you put it in, it starts off purple, but then it makes the water go blue. And I love having stuff like this where obviously you can actually see through it. So because at the moment I'm having to use one of Reuben's ones, and I was like, oh, it'd be nice if I had my own Disney version. So it's just nice obviously when I have my fruit teas, the fact you can actually see the colour inside. Obviously again, I don't need another mug, but I can't resist. It's one of those things that, you know, it's just good to have. Like I've got different types of like cups and mugs for different types of things. So for example, I've got what I class as my biscuit tea, which obviously is a tea that you have to dunk your biscuits in. Obviously I said my fruit teas, I've got my hot chocolate ones, I've got my brownie in a mug ones. So I've got different mugs for different things. So another thing, again, don't need, it was in the sale, and I was just thinking it would come in handy one day, either again as like a decorative thing, or to put like sweets in it, or to actually use it for its purpose. But it was actually these two containers here. So it's actually two Mickey, yeah, they're both Mickey Mouse ones. So originally I feel like you can obviously do like creme brulee and things like that in there. So it doesn't actually say what it's for, but on the picture on there it kind of shows it's more of like a dessert thing. So this might be nice when we do not necessarily like a trifle, but sometimes we do the packet mix of like mousses and stuff, so that might come handy. Oh, the fact is, Mimu, I just realised this just says that you can obviously put this in the microwave. Yeah. So maybe we can do like a brownie in a mug in one of these. Even though it's not in a mug, but because I just realised it does actually say on there that it's oven, dishwasher, microwave and freezer safe. So I just thought, because obviously it's more for desserts, and I was like, oh, maybe we can do like a brownie or like trifle or something in here. So when we do trifle, instead of doing a big bowl, we can just do two separate ones. That's an idea, you know, just for an hour. So I will obviously vlog about that. But yeah, I just couldn't resist noting in the sale. I think it was only about £2 or like £4. It wasn't too expensive. But again, it's one of those things that if not, I end up like probably putting sweets in it, or you know, even use it as like for jewelry, things like that. So because I've got quite a lot of jewelry, and I do find it just kind of gets a bit tangled, especially because I've got like a lot of rings. If you know me, I've got like more scrunchies and that as well. So it's one of those things that I'm thinking I can actually use it either for storage or try and actually use it for the purpose it's for. So the last thing is actually something to replace something that I'm unfortunately broke. So I did actually, I think it was last year, did actually talk about a soap dispenser, which was, they had like a whole range of like Lion King stuff, some Mickey and Minnie Mouse ones, they had some Dalmatian ones, and the Lion King one that I've got unfortunately doesn't pump anymore, it's broken. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the pump out, still use it as a container. But then I saw this one, I'm thinking, right, I really want this one to replace the one that broke. So I was like, okay, that's like a happy accident. But like I said, yeah, the thing on here, it doesn't actually pump anymore. So where this is unfortunately broken. It might be me that broke it, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I was just like, okay, I was on a hunt for another one, because obviously we've got one in the kitchen, which is a Dalmatian one, but then the one, like I said, the one in the bathroom, which is the Simba one, that one's the one broke. So obviously either I put it on the shrine or I find another home for it. And then I saw this and it was on the top shelf, and I was like, Moo. I was just literally like, so he kind of got me this one. So yeah, like I said, it's one that I needed to replace it anyway, so it's not like I just bought it just for the sake of it. It was the fact that I actually needed to replace the one I already have, and it just, like I said, this is one that we actually bought this morning, just to happen it was there, and I was like, right, I really want that. Right, so that was it for my high street haul. I'm not sure what my next one's going to be, because like I said, I'm having to film these ones so far in advance, because like I said, I'm actually going to Italy in like 4 days, so we're actually going to be away for a week doing that, and then we've got another week off before going back to work. I know eventually I will be doing a Toys for a Pound video for you guys. I've got an eBay one eventually. I'm going to do a Halloween one, so I can actually show all the Halloween stuff that I got recently, because I've noticed I've got quite a lot of Halloween stuff that I've kind of got like from different shops over the last couple of months, so I can do one big video for you guys, so obviously just in case it's the kind of thing that you want. Oh, obviously I'm going to do another small business one as well, because I said in my last video that there was one thing, one of the actual sellers, it didn't come in time for that video, so I said I'll actually include it in another video, so that's something I can do. But yeah, if you like this kind of videos, then please give me a big thumbs up, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys next time. Later days. Moo, I'm hungry.
I make waffles.
We have waffles.
Do you want waffles?
I don't know. Can I have?
Really?
Yeah, if you're okay making waffles.
I don't know.
I didn't know waffles was an option.
Yeah, that's why I asked you earlier.
Oh yeah, you did, but then I was busy doing something else.